story of the poor mother and her son who achieved success. In a small village far from the city, there lived a mother named Sarah. She was a poor woman whose husband had passed away when her son was still very young. Sarah had only one child, a boy named Daniel. Their life was extremely difficult. Sometimes they had no food to eat, and many nights they went to sleep hungry. Their house was a small old hut that leaked whenever it rained, and the strong wind could shake it easily. Despite all these hardships, Daniel was a kind-hearted boy. He loved his mother deeply and hated seeing her sad. One day, he saw other children going to school with new books and beautiful clothes. He looked at his own torn clothes and lowered his head sadly. His mother noticed him and said, "My son, do not be ashamed of poverty. Today may be difficult, but tomorrow can become happiness." Daniel replied, "Mother, I want to study hard and create a better future." His mother's eyes filled with tears as she said, "I pray that you will become successful one day." Every morning, Daniel worked in the marketplace. Sometimes he carried heavy bags for people, and other times he sold cold water to travelers. With the little money he earned, he bought old books and pens. At night, while everyone else was asleep, Daniel studied under the light of a small candle. Sometimes the wind blew the candle out, but he always lit it again and continued studying. Some people in the village laughed at him. One man said, "You were born poor. What could you possibly become?" Daniel calmly answered, "A person who works hard can achieve anything." Days passed and years went by. Daniel became the best student in his school. His teachers were amazed by his determination and intelligence. One day, a wealthy man from the city visited the school. He noticed Daniel answering difficult questions perfectly. The man said, "This boy has a great future ahead of him." He decided to pay for all of Daniel's education. Daniel was overjoyed. When his mother heard the news, she fell to the ground in gratitude and tears of happiness. Years later, Daniel became a famous doctor. He saved many lives, especially poor people who could not afford hospital treatment. One day, he returned to his village driving a beautiful car. The entire village gathered outside to see him. The children shouted, "Daniel is back! The great doctor has returned!" His mother came out of the house crying with happiness. Daniel ran to her and kissed her hand respectfully. He said, "Mother, this success is because of you." Sarah smiled and replied, "No, my son, you succeeded because you worked hard and never gave up." Daniel later built a school and a hospital in the village so poor people could receive free education and health care. The villagers finally understood that poverty cannot stop a person who has dreams, patience, and determination. The end.